It was the day Peter Coghlan should have died.
I just had no clue. I was so frightened. I had no idea what was going on.
A blood clot to the brain, a massive stroke, and Peter was left with locked-in syndrome.
After a few weeks, I did actually get a bit of movement in one thumb, and I cried and cried and cried.
I'd seen the scan, and that gave me optimism that you only needed a small bit of the base of the brain to recover, and those fibres that get down to the rest of the body could reconnect, and you could get moving.
Peter Coghlan did not die in 2011, but his life was changed forever.
The brain really can relearn, just needs to be given the help, and I think more knowledge. I mean, we know more about space.
By 2050, it's reckoned that more than 2 million Australians will be affected by neurological conditions. The familiar ones, stroke and Alzheimer's. The more sinister ones, motor neurone and muscular dystrophy.
If you don't know someone with muscular dystrophy, you're lucky. I mean, the parents of kids with muscular dystrophy describe it as a death by 1,000 cuts, watching your child waste away in front of your eyes.
Steve Wilton and Sue Fletcher have made an amazing breakthrough with their gene patching technology, which has found a treatment for Duchenne muscular dystrophy and which will lead to new therapies for diseases such as MS, motor neuron, and other devastating neurological conditions.
We can't correct the spelling error in the gene, but we can correct it in the gene message. It's like using whiteout to cover over the disease-causing part of the gene message so that we make a functional protein, even though there is a defect in the gene. The treatment we have, it's not a cure. We're slowing down disease progression. So we've got kids like Billy that are still walking. He's going to be nearly 16. And for a true Duchenne boy, he's already got 4 years of extended ambulation. This particular night, the 19th of September, which I'll never forget now, I'd shut the computer down at 9:30. I said, I've had enough. A few minutes later, my colleague Sue Fletcher rang up and said, it's been approved.
That long-awaited approval was from America, and the implications are considerable.
I think that breakthrough is just so exciting because not only is it wonderful for Duchenne muscular dystrophy, but it points the way that something is possible to be done about other genetic diseases which also affect a number of people.
Rare diseases, by their name, are rare diseases. But when you look at the 7,000 to 8,000 rare diseases that have been described in humans, collectively this is a bigger problem than cancer. It's a huge burden on the health system.
Peter Coghlan's escape from locked-in syndrome and the Duchenne boys walking into their teens are triumphs of medical collaboration.
That's probably the best way that medicine advances, that combination of the clinician who deals with the face-to-face patient, who knows the problems that need to be solved, sitting next door to a scientist who's got the bright ideas but maybe needs some guidance as how we can apply that to the patient.
There is no doubt we're entering into a new era of medical research and discovery, and Western Australia is at the forefront. We are asking for strong community support to achieve our goal.